Why? Why, Riot? Why did you buff ISO this much? What's wrong with you guys? Look what you've done. With ISO's recent mega buff, patch 8.11 has spawned an agent more broken than pre-nerf Astra and Chamber combined. This overtuned aim-lab addict has everyone begging Riot to change him back, as he's simply unkillable. DSG are the first team to bust him out in professional Valorant, and ISO took over. With a dominating 22-10 stat line, this man was indestructible, winning round after round after round for his team. I hate to break it to you folks, but if ISO goes unchecked, this agent will be the death of Valorant. God, what was Riot thinking? ISO is overtuned right now, being able to pop his double tap shield at the press of a button. This bubble absorbs 1 instance of damage no matter where it's coming from. That could be a Bucky, Vandal, Op, or even a rocket launcher. So because you're able to activate this whenever you please, this ability essentially turns him into a tank for your team. Now in Valorant, gunfights are usually 50-50. Yes, things like movement, utility, and positioning can turn that in one side's favor, but as soon as ISO activates his double tap, any duel is immediately stacked in his favor. It simply just takes more bullets to kill him, no matter what weapon you're using. And if he has a Vandal, he only has to land 1 shot. Now, do you see how this could be a problem in professional play, where these guys don't miss? He wins his first duel, his shield refreshes. He wins his second duel, the shield refreshes. Third duel, refreshes. And this cycle just continues until he's killed everyone. And on top of all that, if he gets 2 kills and starts losing his third duel, he has another shield in his pocket ready to go. Now, I have a couple solid counters and solutions on how to fix this agent while still making him viable, but for now, let's break down DSG's game plan revolving around this overpowered purple monster. On Pistol Round, their plan is to have Killjoy go 0 utility, drop ISO a Sheriff, and he's going to go 1 undercut, 1 contingency, and half armor. Wow. Did you think duels were skewed in his favor before? Well, with this pistol buy, there is nothing stopping this agent. ISO opens the round by sending his Riot shield down B main. This allows him to pop his double tap, protecting it from getting spammed, and the rest of his team to follow through. Jett dashes, closing the gap to yellow. ISO rejoins Vera at his hip, and both go hunting for kills.
Zooms in already.
A lot of divine plans here.
Oh my god, that's that ISO shield coming in, baby.
For the Sheriff with the shield, they've been so fast.
That's the ISO shield, baby.
Just second kill going down.
No, never mind, the ISO shield's out.
Next go, they're actually holding this.
Before these fights, Sova darted Snowman, allowing the 2 duelists to focus primarily on mid-sight as ISO vulnerable Sandwich. Both teams traded evenly on sight, but I think Killjoy whiffed on Jett, whose plan was to hide in spawn and swing off her turret, punishing a flank. But I mean, she only has a classic. DSG are down 2-3 thanks to Chaos flashes, protecting the side anchors alongside Dizzy. But just because ISO's bubble's been popped, his double tap is still active. He can get another.
Juicy.
Oh my god.
Flick. Shield is up. Now he has to go aggressive. But it's from underneath him. And it's flash to shut it down onto Styron. So
now, had ISO calmed down at the end of last round and not try to scramble and pinch Killjoy, I think he would have been able to isolate his ones and destroy these puny pistols. I mean, he had his second double tap ready to go. But I get it. When your shield is up, ISO players feel... And on the Rico, DSG's plan is to give ISO a Sheriff and hope for the best, which honestly isn't that bad of a plan. His bubble grants him a 50-50 shot to get a kill, grab a Guardian, and snowball out of control on a round that they should have no chance in winning.
And pull out something for the A side. I think this might be it here.
Oh my god, the ISO shield is buying so much time.
A 2,250 credit weapon or a free signature. Seems balanced to me. Against a refresh shield, NXG have retreated back to site, and Mojo is juggling the Fallen Guardian, not wanting it to fall in ISO's hands. And with no other map control, DSG are trying to pound it into A. The attackers scale up and around pipes. KO is trying to beat them back with his Guardian, but has to fall back to his Gecko or risk dropping another rifle. But don't worry, with Killjoy securing this half of the map, reinforcements are here.
We're gonna have to see how they take this.
Styron.
Flick downwards is good.
Come on, shoot them.
Now, what's the
There's
spike?
2 guys low.
Wall is up, so they can secure it safely in the meantime. Rumble finds a shot
Yes.
to Afflex that had to be on
He's
screen.
low, he's
There's
low.
another player coming
Yes!
around
Good
the
eco.
corner. It's Wayne. Double kill with the classic. I don't know how he found.
Whatever we do,
one.
don't die.
The second one is good
It's
for
a 3v1, so the odds are against us.
left with the Bulldog. Oh, but the swing.
Guys,
Actually there.
please.
But denied. So now,
Please.
given the chance, and Juicy's low HP as well.
Please.
He's not careful. He's
Thank
not
you.
careful.
Grumble
Yeah, he's gonna
also,
run
I
into
mean,
the
we
fight
haven't talked
to
about him
side
yet,
back.
but he's
Grumble,
pretty
sharply
dang
sharp.
good.
Gecko and KO were both chipped pretty low after the first fights. Win hit a gross headshot onto a Plix, and Psych got overwhelmed. But let's rewind real quick. Take a look at NXG's anti-eco buy. We see 3 Guardians and an Outlaw. Why are we buying these one-tap machines against a shield that tanks 1 instance of damage? These guns essentially give ISO a bigger health pool. Weapons like Spectres and Stingers are way better against this guy as he gets melted and you don't have to worry about tapping and resetting your recoil, allowing him to kill you. That's what lost the defense this round that they statistically should dominate. Now, that's not the exact solution I have to this ISO problem. I have something better, but isn't this ability fun?
Shut up, bitch!
Against NXG save, Farmer ISO tended to his ecos. DSG obliterated any defenders who tried to push up or take early fights, but they made sure to toss the spike to ISO, putting him 1 off his kill contract. Then he swapped rifles with Viper so ISO could run around and find a kill without risking a vandal, which he did.
Wait.
He's dead. He's dead.
I feel like
He's
there's
dead.
some
Wait, he's
personal
dead.
beef with.
Now it's NXG's first full buy, and they have to face one of the strongest ults in the game. Their plan is the same as previous. Killjoy and Viper lock down mid and B, while these 3 try and fight up on A, and DSG are running it down. The barrier drops, and Sova immediately pops his dart and activates his Aldrone. The recon gets snapped, Jet gets spotted on pipes, and ISO raises his shield.
You could call it domain expansion, but
Wait, watch the 1v1.
oh, he took.
Nice.
How are you meant to counter this thing? In ISO's domain, he already has the upper hand with these 2 shields. As both of you respond, he naturally has more options to reposition into than his opponent.
What?
But with his buff, he now can activate his armor. He should never lose with this many advantages. Here, ISO yoinked the only agent who can safely contest this scaling. NXG's comp is built to take fights, especially into A main with all these flashes. But without Jet, who are Gecko and KO going to flash for now? With the enemy duelist out of the picture, the rest of DSG were able to storm the site and overwhelm these 2 initiators. But wait, it gets worse. For some reason, when ISO wins the Gulag, he gets an ult point towards his next kill contract. He then grabbed an orb, DSG planted up top site, and these 2 stood 0 chance.
Plant here, all the util trying to delay, which only a matter of time. There's the first. Second's not there.
NXG were forced onto another eco. Oh, ISO! Dinner time! The defense mostly bought sheriffs, which, like I mentioned earlier, is a bad idea. DSG kept the rifles grouped up on A, and ISO just held down his W key. He didn't even bother to check top screen. Splash tried to punish, but all he did was tap ISO on the shoulder, giving away his position. He then pushed spawn and dominated the remaining pistols. If you're facing an ISO, you're going to want to buy a stinger on your saves. Plain and simple. This SMG still melts people, especially while you're moving. So even if you think you have good aim, don't even try it. You just don't stand a chance with any other weapon on your ecos. But after that bloodbath, DSG are changing up the tempo. They're headed B this time, but there's a pattern here through the chaos. Every time there's been pistols on the board, DSG have laid their wall out on B, but haven't used it. That's the thing with Viper. You don't have to, because if placed properly, her smokes create question marks that the defense have to respect every time they go up, anchoring the defenders. Now against the full buy, they headed on A for a little extra firepower to take site. So this round, they're going to play slow and finally use this wall while making it look like every round so far. Styron Recon's belt dodges NXG 0 point, moves back up, and drones. In the minds of the defense, everything looks the same so far. He finds a tag and rips his Hunter's Fury. He's trying to sell that DSG are headed up A again, but Viper's a little suspicious.
Have the shield, and they have something that's similar to ISO where they are posted up on towards ankles. And that's to pick first.
Yeah, Viper, that one's on you. The one weakness of ISO's double tap is that you can hear it really well when he activates it. So when this wall goes up and you hear this, you shouldn't be fighting in front of the wall, especially when you have a setup to try and delay in this area. Just let the armor expire. Now, I think that this ISO issue could be countered real easy if NXG just, Teets, leave Viper alone. At least she got hers. Jimmy, that kill has put ISO 1 off his kill contract, and he has it. With the full shield, DSG barrel through B main, and KO has fallen off A to come support Killjoy. It doesn't look like it, but with this positioning, ISO's kill contract has turned this round into a coin flip. Either KO gets grabbed, and it's still winnable,
You and me.
or
It's
Killjoy's
you
kidnapped,
me.
and NXG lose. If she goes to the Shadow Realm, her bots instantly go offline, allowing Wayne to walk up mid and into kitchen, securing the round. Also, this would eliminate Killjoy's ultimate. ISO backs down as their toxic screen falls, then to be main, and at this point, NXG are starved for info. They need to have rotates in the right place at the right time. This ult will ruin this 2-2 setup. Mojo has no other option but to release Thresh through A main, spotting nothing. And at the same time, KO has knife B main and has spotted a recon fly to Snowman. Is something they've seen on every previous B hit. So he rips his no command and lobs a molly to buy time for rotates. And DSG have no choice but to wait. This bought time has allowed Mojo to stack up on Snowman, but it doesn't matter. As soon as Grumble's mana recharges and the wall goes back up, all of NXG get an Amber Alert on their phone. Now while NXG try to beat back this overpowered kidnapper, let me tell you about my Patreon.
Wait, oh my god.
Over on my page, I've created duelist playbooks that you and your buddies can use to rank up with.
Loki's trying to...
These are based on the same games I break down every day. Here are the ones we have so far, but as of this video going live, I'm just days away from releasing my ISO Sova Lotus playbook.
They're shooting him, but he has a shield.
It is nuts considering how strong ISO is right now unranked. I also walk you through each individual strat and tell you precisely what to do with each piece of utility. It's like I'm coaching you during your games.
To the shield. Oh, his teammate just goes down and Styron cleans it up.
I also post exclusive breakdowns, tier lists, Q&A videos, give you access to private Discord channels to talk directly to me, and so much more. So if you've ever wanted to see more of my content that I don't post to YouTube, or rank up while looking like a badass with your buddy, check out my Patreon, link in the description. NXG take a time out to figure out how to deal with this raid boss. Has anyone seen Coach? NXG were forced onto another eco, and it's obvious that their one main win condition would be getting Jet's Bladestorm online. With Sheriffs, they have about a 0% chance of winning, but with a Bladestorm, 10%? ISO's busted. To counter this orb grab, ISO immediately undercuts, Jet updrafts, and Sova ricochets a shock dart that misses, but who cares? The defense are toast.
You can't really
I think they would.
be on top.
Oh, what else?
Gerardo, what the hell?
Because ISO just seems
Two
really
big
strong right
kills
now.
to open up the round here. Bladestorm is going to come out, and the side execute is
Oh,
going to come through.
It's just
Look at that. Look,
It's
they
just
can't
double
hurt him.
entry.
They can't
It's
hurt him.
just double entries, man. It's either Vera or Juicy coming into one angle.
But that was just the eco. The adjustments that both teams made during the timeout come into effect now since everyone has rifles. DSG have elected to play way far back and let the defense show their hand and go from there. And what have NXG changed? Nothing. Alright, this might sound troll, and you guys will definitely tell me in the comments. You love doing that. But I'm confident that the way to take down this tank is to use the Odin. Think about it. Let Killjoy spot B and mid, and have Viper move around the map wherever ISO is spotted. Do you hear the shield on A? Go get him, Viper. Are they trying to plant B? Snakebite and run up and rip that thing. As long as one of the 300 bullets hits ISO, he just becomes a normal dude. Spam the lurk wall, the plant, as they're scaling belt, or through this screen as they're coming in. Just make sure that you're always spamming if you're playing against an ISO. He doesn't have a dash or teleport. He has to eventually come through these choke points. And I guess that means the Phantom is meta now, huh? So let's see if NXG figure it out. This run starts with a 0-point in mosh pit to keep the offense pinned behind this line, and they can set up in aggressive positions. After waiting for a bit, DSG are confident that this is what NXG's plan was. In order to re-clear, Sova sends his drone out from below belt.
Acknowledge how these two teams play, right? Nexa traditionally one of these very protocol heavy teams, but
Combined with the info gathered from Sova's drone, ISO can land his undercuts 100% of the time. He swung belt with the drone finding one, takes another duel with Jet, she's not confident, Volns again, and leads the charge forward with his riot shield. But wait, guys?
picks on the block. He's got the freshest J's and
Trigger discipline. Wait, trigger discipline might be so good. There's the first. Autocut finds the second as well. Top fight is one as
What
well.
did
But
I
the
just
shield, it's
see?
too much.
ISO, I know you're... But let's clear our corners, please. But he now has a recharge double tap. If he finds Killjoy, he can activate his kill contract and finish the job.
Did I just see this sorry, this KO stay in the corner?
DSG. Let's see if we can try and make it back. Here's the shot come out. Might have heard the zip. Oh, Juicy. He's repositioned. He's repositioned so well. But if he doesn't timing, it's gonna be bad. So Impecure.
Whoopsie! Dude, is going up here exposed to all these angles really the play? What were you thinking? ISO's ults might as well be an automatic free sight when you're on attack. The next round, DSG just ran up A, grabbed a guy. He won his duel, of course, and this created so much pressure that they used their lockdown this deep into A. But KO resisted and delayed by popping his no command. When he's down, he could act like a jumbo cypher cam and give away DSG's positions.
Job's not finished.
Somehow manages to find two. His ultimate is now online. Short.
Please, 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 please. Guys, what are we doing? Thank you.
Oh, he's down.
The rest of his team trying to bring this back here.
Impecure,
That was scary.
Never mind.
Now, NXG have to eco again, but this time, there's a secret counter to ISO that I haven't revealed yet. Timmy! DSG are headed B right into Killjoy, which is ISO's kryptonite. Her turret and nanos are toxic to the touch as they both disintegrate ISO's shield with just 1 damage. So the offense have better weapons, but they can't get too cocky. NXG are in the same setup, but that gets broken up as these two hear a stampede plowing behind ISO's wall. The attackers scale up, Sova pops his drone, and Timmy powers up. The offense turn their attention towards site, and if you listen closely, he did it! Timmy got a couple shots off, popping ISO's bubble. The one broken advantage DSG have had all game is finally gone. And Viper's Molly Poison Orb combo stalled long enough for Rotates to be here. The defense have an opening.
It's such a...
Hey, stop watching porn, stop fantasizing women on the internet, and go, you know, get a job. Study.
I have to like spammed out the wall.
Through the smoke, man.
Oh my god.
Shambles. Good
How
flash, but
did we not trade
no
that?
answer for it.
Upstairs.
Trades went down, and Killjoy got punished for getting too antsy. Can DSG recover?
Next guy, they might have found it a little bit into their...
Thank you.
Every time I say it, they prove me wrong.
Nice.
That, oh, why do I ball?
ISO kind of went quiet the last 2 rounds, and NXG tried to come up with some creative counters, like buying an op, which seems incredibly troll until you take a closer look. Gecko was tucked in nest with a sniper, and KO was holding belt. Throughout this game, ISO has consistently scaled this way, so I think their plan was to have KO pop ISO's armor, Gecko unpeaks and takes a shot. But what actually happened was KO broke the drone, and Gecko just opt ISO twice. He probably whiffed. DSG eventually took site, but Starman ended up in a 1 versus 2 and clutched up by finding a small timing to separate the remaining defenders.
As if the plant didn't already.
Oh no, he's cooking, you're cooking. Nice, Tyron.
He finds it first.
Wait, hang on.
He has to find that second one. He has the dart for this as well.
Oh my, what a
Styron.
clutch.
By the way, this dude is nuts. Look what he did on the last round of the half.
Anyone can do it, it's Styron.
1v4 scenario. He's being surrounded. Second kill is there. He has to find the third. Styron, he's already on 4. This would have to be the ace clutch for it. He goes for it. It's Styron.
All right, NXG, new half, ISO can't hurt. What the? Why does Viper have a sheriff? DSG have a plan revolving around ISO again. In their pistol strat, they've managed to turn a main into the 3 circles of hell. In circle 1, ISO and Sova are both lined up to combo a shock dart and undercut in this lane to deal massive damage. Circle 2 has a big ass green wall lining the entrance to site that deals an instant 30 decay damage when touched. And circle 3 is a double nano Killjoy setup with her turret behind Jenny to deal even more chip damage. So, by the time the attackers make their way onto site, these pistols are going to feast. Now, I don't know if DSG have some form of anti-strat or they're just trusting their gut, because the only thing holding mid is Killjoy by yourself, and on B, you got a single sheriff. But their guts are right. NXG are headed right for this meat grinder. The round opens up with the shock dart combo landing on Aduka's head, instantly putting him at 40 HP. NXG choose to continue and scale behind their wall, knife, and Dizzy, she gets picked up. Now, because nothing's pressured mid or B at, the defense know it's A.
And besides that, there's not too many options to set him up for a fight here.
Juicy, your legs are showing. Your legs, Juicy.
So Necta, they take the lead in terms of fights here. Ooh, good flash dodge. Was that the flash dodge? That was so fast.
The defense had 4 here and didn't choose to fight on sight with all of this? You had your shield. Where's your confidence? All ISO did was one-way himself. And if you look closely, the Nano separated the offense. This setup would have worked. Maybe DSG wanted to spam through the wall with this dart? Despite all these countermeasures, Splash stayed alive long enough for his teammates to rejoin him and beat back DSG's flood. 3 versus 2. Viper gets traded and Jets arrived. Against 2 low HPs, can the Sheriff close out?
Doable, this is doable.
But this is still very doable for Vera. He has to just find body shots. He might be able to do this. Vera's still on 62 HP, so he might be able to escape that one tap on the body with the Sheriff. It is Vera. Oh, and he might have found the timing. There's the first. Second's not there, though. It's very close.
Nice try.
DSG got rolled on the Rico, but NXG played it well. They pulled out one of the strongest counters to this newly buffed duelist. The round started with a bulk of the offense moving up A main, but as soon as they heard ISO pop a shield, NXG's IGL came up with a brilliant plan.
I have an idea.
Really? What is it?
Let's leave.
Just like Jet, ISO signature doesn't last forever. If you hear it, leave. Don't do what Viper did in that one round. So NXG just went B and farmed. Now in their first full buy, DSG have tweaked their setup. Jet's getting aggressive on B instead of A, and they're still comboing their shock and vuln again, which has conditioned the offense. In their 1-1-3 default, the A players scale up and over belt, meaning if DSG wanted to fight into A main, they'd only have to worry about this one path and not these other 2, simplifying their duels. That's the thing about Icebox. It's about various elevated fights, and you want to overwhelm the opposition with a bunch of different positions to worry about. If everyone just fights through one area, you're making your enemy's job easy. So while this scary combo has deterred NXG from coming through this lane, Jet's on B. Now, after the 0 point and lurk wall drops, NXG have safely made it up to pipes and their Viper into tube. And with Killjoy making sure the defense aren't pushed up B, NXG's mid-round call is to have Viper push a bit further, snap DSG's turret, and regroup A, hoping this pressure would drag over rotates. But this won't work. Viper's moved up and broken Timmy, but from this position, Killjoys can still watch Kitchen and Pallet while her alarm bot has under tube. And Jet's solo holding B. With not enough sufficient pressure made across the map, ISO and his friends pick a spot to swing off of him and brace for impact.
One single bit of sound and this is going to be an absolute cacophony coming.
And there it is. There it is. There's the execute as well. Everything goes out.
Nice.
There's the shield.
You got the shield off in time. Oh my god, he gets 3.
No way. He's so powerful on top of that
Hey,
position.
2v1. Chill.
He's been the guy to clutch it out
Wait for Vera.
multiple times in this exact series. So now left in the 1v2. Very doable still. He just has to find out where the players are. There's the first. Oh, he might have figured out where the second
Nice,
is. But wait,
Wayne. Good
he's
positioning.
low, and he finds the kill as well. And he's already dead, Wayne. You did this before, man. Leave him alone.
No other agent in the game can do what ISO just did. He popped his shield as Chaos Suppress was activating, took down Jet, refreshed his shield, and if you look at his HP bar, that one instance of damage was all he needed to land this nasty spray transfer. He just 1v3'd while his team hid back sight. Imagine if he had help. I know that by the time this video comes out, ISO will already have received his first nerf, but is that enough? Who knows? I miss his pre-buffed kit. He wasn't bad. I broke that down in this video here.